Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a second here while we ping the Discord. You can enjoy a sunset over the downtown from the rail yard. Super. And a happy Thursday to all. A happy Thursday to all. Shannon Cheeks, Ian Fish, Rob, Lammy, Marco, Ian B, Cat Lady Jude. So nice to see you all. So many familiar faces as well. Thank you for consistently spending your time with me. I appreciate it. You guys voted for a Thessia stream on Tuesday at the end of the Ilium stream. So I think we'll build a new town today. Take some inspiration from Queensland. Near the mountains, near the start of the city actually. But it's been a while since we've been in Thessia. So I think we'll start the stream off enjoying some sightlines. VOD watchers, I will timestamp this down below for you. Feel free to watch along though. Help me weaponize watch time to pay the mortgage. Please don't skip. Watch the VOD. Hey Lincoln, Alex, Diego, Sapphire. I can't read your name, bro. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. If you can give me an English pronunciation. Or translation, I suppose. I can try. Zimmy, buddy. Welcome, everyone. But yeah, let's get stuck into some downtown Thessia view, shall we? Of course, the downtown from the bridge is always so spectacular, isn't it? Really like this. I was even enjoying some IMT as well. Over here. Earlier before we loaded in. It's a real treat to look around Thessia. I really do enjoy this city. I think it's probably better than Ilos, and I really like Ilos. So, yeah. It's been a hot minute being in Thessia. Looking forward. Thank you, Mr. Skinny. Is this because you're calling about Australian cities? We voted at the end of Tuesday's stream, and everyone chose Thessia. Hey, Mags. Charlesilla. Student, Bad Wolf, Bot. Welcome in, guys. So today, as the stream suggests, we're yearning for new township. So we're going to head over here. I mean, there's a really nice little pocket of land between a highway arterial and a river. I think will make a really nice town. Oh, DKV55 has been a member for 8 months. Good afternoon, DK. Thank you for 8 months of membership, bro. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. So let's have a look at Google Maps, shall we? I think I found the perfect point of inspiration I want to look at. Over here. Heaps good to see you live again. Thanks, Wolf. It is heaps good to be live again. So we're in Queensland, very, very northeast, in Cairns, which we took inspiration from the city, for the town of Ascension. I think is based on Cairns, isn't it? A lot of this area is inspired by. But today, because we're building near mountains and kind of out of a city centre, I found this little suburb called Edmonton, which has a really fun, just general Aussie town configuration. There's sports pitches in mass repetition, very Phoenix, actually, over here, isn't it? We've got some highway-side shopping mall space, some roundabout detailing, and what even looks like a floodwater trench here as well, which I didn't notice on my first glance here. That's definitely a flood trench, isn't it? What's it called? Not a flood trench, you know what I mean, don't you? Spillway? Could you class that as a spillway? I'm actually not sure. Not sure on that one. Just been watching Palaban, Ian. Does it still stand up? 5 years later. I hope so. Ilos was the GOAT. Thessia is great. Noob's Guide is shit, is it? Okay. Well, at least you like some of them, I suppose. And today's build obviously has to be called Egmonton. Yeah, it's not a bad shout, is it, Ian B? There's a school over here which has striking resemblance to a prison with these corridors linking all these cell blocks together, right? But it is a school. And there's another pitch behind here as well. We've got... Is this Aussie Rules? I think I can see the posts here. Wolf, is this Aussie Rules football? High school pitch? I think it is. Hey, realist. It's a croc garden, do you reckon? I bet there is some nasty creatures in there, to be fair, isn't there? Hey, cool. I can't stay. Be sure to catch up this evening. Love Thessia. Thank you, mate. You have a good day. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of decent inspiration for us to take here. With all this stuff around here. We can even get some street view as well. Pick out some detailing. So this is basically the setting where we have... Oh, the silos here. We have in Thessia, right? With the mountains. What is this? Cairns South Health Facility. Okay. Tree-lined medium road though. So there's lots of inspiration here. I think this is where we'll start today. So our road junction here is doing something quite interesting. Okay. We can do this. This is some pretty heavy IMT. I don't think I'll be able to do this in intersection marking tool. This chevron lane. Can't think how I'd do that. But there's IMT inspiration to be had anyway. Is a point regardless. So let's bring this down. And I'll just leave this up on my second screen so we can see it now. Cool. So let's pick out a little space. We'll start over here. With this arterial road. And we'll do a lot of node controller and intersection marking tool work once we're happy with network configuration. But let's bring out, we're going to have a roundabout here as well, so let's do 20. We'll switch down to our 2-lane road. And we'll go for quite a chunky number here too. There's a water tanks, not silos. Any kind of bulk storage, I suppose, then. And then we'll go down to a 1-lane tree line here. You can just go into the town. We won't keep it tree lined all the way. And then we've got another road, well, another opportunity for an intersection. Coming out of this one as well. These should be relatively easy to intersect together. Might curve this a little first. Just give us some not so straight roads cutting through the middle. Probably won't keep this as 4-lane either. And probably knock it down once we know what's happening around the edge of the roads. We shall see. Yeah. Hey Urban Lane, how are you? Minor, why are you not a mod? You should be. Do you want a new profile? Hold on. There you go. You should be mod now, Minor. Are you using a new YouTube account? I feel like you might be. Well, I miss Coco in the garden. Yeah, she's not in her bed. If she comes back, I'll turn the webcam on, but she's not here right now. Sorry to disappoint you. she might come back. Cool. So let's have a look at that intersection on the main street. Bring up my little screen again. So there's like a little slip lane coming off into the town. So this is super wide. Let's open this right up. And this second little node here. Just want to bring all these down a little bit. And then we've got a little split lane coming off. Could do it here. Might just do it up to there. Don't really want to push those nodes any closer together, really. We'll actually downgrade this to 14. Although we're actually asymmetrical here, but I don't have that road. I could do it as 2 networks. Or just use a regular asymmetry and not worry about a median. We could just do that. I don't think I like the 4-lane road. I think the 4-lane road's throwing me off. I think I might just keep it all asymmetrical, I think. Don't forget to turn off the left-hand turn. Yeah, that's a good shout. I will forget to do that, actually. Let me do it now. And you guys as well. And that one. Okay, I think we'll run with that as town entrance then. Immediately off of this, we're looking at some sort of strip mall configuration. We'll do a lot of non-parking roads through here. Hey Brassack, welcome to the stream, mate. Good to see you. Is this going to be the last Thessia video? No, it won't. I'm not sure if I will make another Thessia video. And now we have the opportunity. I've not used these roads for ages. I miss my parking lot roads. Very much indeed. Could do a curve. Some curve parking. It'll involve placing more spaces, but I can deal with it, I think. And we'll come right up here, and then we'll do some little lengths of 10. And then 4. Pretty much looking at the car park lot I'm seeing in Cairns here, or Edmonton I suppose. Slightly outside of Cairns. If you're also looking at similar inspiration. Okay. Roundabout is the wrong way around now. Yes, C&B, here is. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. We're on left-hand drive here, aren't we? More configurations are almost always going to Leno's uniques. We'll likely place some normal commercial with this as well. What's actually here in... Should we check out the shopping mall? Or we can actually get a street view here, actually. Yeah, it's just like general mall space, isn't it? There's a Domino's. There's a gym in here. It's not particularly like multi-story either, is it? It's all on the same level. Can we check it out from the road? From here. There was a Coles there as well. Okay, we'll get a Coles in. There's also a Shell gas station down here as well. Okay. And hedge lining for some decent orientation inspiration. What's that? Is that like a little... someone driving across the grass here? Well, no, there you go. But also like a little substation, this little thing here. It's okay. We can make do with that now. We have not had the Thessia closer. No, Thessia hasn't had its farewell cinematics, but technically it's still... like, it is finished, but it's not finished. It's the way to say it. It's, yeah, I just need to actually wrap the series up. There's a few little areas done, but, like, the city is mostly done. It really is. There's, like, 68 videos in the playlist, I think, for Thessia. Is there a Coles in the UK? No, we don't have Coles over here. You are placed roadside. What are you talking about? There you go. Bring Coles in. I don't mind a bit of fusing going on. So make sure we don't clip the roads, really. Yeah, there is an open side to that, but we're going to ignore it. We can pretend it's a back entrance. Perhaps into the Coles. Maybe from down here. Oh, there is a door as well. It's just not a very nicely designed entrance, isn't it? So do you want to shop in this wonderful mall full of Domino's and Starbucks? Or go through the door and shop at Coles? We'll go with that. Love the more frequent streaming, but why so much? I mean, there's only the second one this week. For the first week. Do you want less? Do you want less streaming? I'll just try to be more consistent with it. So you guys get more. I'm gonna try to aim for every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not surface painting this because I want to retain the shape of the concrete for planters and whatnot. Now let's bring in some hedge. I think I'll go... I'll do proper network hedging. Nodes aren't a concern in Thessia because the map is so sparse. I think we'll just have it follow the angle of this slip road. Probably follow it around the edge of the roundabout as well, actually, while we're here. Thank you, Miner. Yeah, if you're enjoying yourself, guys, likes and shares will always help the stream. Thursday stream is perfect. Glad to hear, Mr. Skinner. How is that even a question? Of course, we want more streaming. Glad to hear it, Alex. Thank you for your endless support. Car parking spaces. Let's do... Can I angle these? Almost. No, that's going to irritate me. I know it will. Yeah, we'll have to do it one by one. Which is a real pain. But I do enjoy the visual of a curved parking lot. It's better than the straight ones all the time. I'm interested to see how City State 3's car parking is going to work, because it's like you customize each section of the zone, what bit of it is park and actual building, and then it zones in the size that you give it. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. I'll definitely cover City State 3 on the channel when it comes out. Oh, let's actually just line up our straight pieces first, just so we know where to stop. Thank you for 100 of you for joining me as well, so early on a Thursday. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to put next week's streams a little bit later. I'm going to try them at 6 PM UK. Tuesday, Thursday. And then once we found a time where we can basically satisfy the majority of you, we will stick to that one. Are you not connected? Was that just... yeah, it's connected there, isn't it? There we go, now it is. Makes you realise there are any good hedge lines in CS2. Yes, there are. With the extra networks pack, you get a bunch of little, really fun network fencing, of which some are hedges. Pretty sure it's extra networks, isn't it? CS2 players will be able to confirm that. We used them in Kokai and Project Skylines. It is quite a good pack actually, you get like chain link fencing with it and everything. Pretty cool. Nearly done everyone. Thank you for bearing with me. We'll get there. We'll get there. And we'll do... yeah. It's always a great, I think, arterial alignment, isn't it? Can't really have them there. That's fine. Having shopping visible from the highway arterial. It's kind of like the factory alignment, isn't it? Like the old Wood Vision by the highway. I think a shopping mall very much satisfies that same sort of vibe, doesn't it? I have missed Thessia's trees. My word. Hello, Blue Gums. I love Thessia's tree palette. Do a little row of gummage here. We can see the coals from the highway at least. Well, again, I didn't get the notification, but I'm still here. Yeah, YouTube can be a pain with pushing notifications sometimes. Fireplace. Thank you for joining us regardless. Something very ASMR about watching egg plop individual parking spaces. I don't start putting together compilations. Just 4 hours of egg parking space placing. We'll box off the whole more complex with hedge. I think just to give it that boundary. If I disappear suddenly, by the way, guys, there's a very chance infrastructure is collapsing where I live. And we have horrific winds and snow today. So there's very high chance of a power cut. So if I do disappear, I've gone back to the Dark Ages temporarily. So bear with me. Because it does happen fairly often around here. I won't lie. I really love the way that looks. Yeah, I think curve... if you zoom in too close, you do see the overlapping. You can also lessen the angle of the curve as well, so there's less of an overlap. But I do really like it. I think it's fun. Wouldn't mind a bit more commercial around here. We are placing an awful lot of car parking. Something here. Leno strip mall will fit quite nicely. There's more parking though, isn't there? I could always bob it off. Which I think I will do, actually. Goodbye. Yeah. I'll have this here. And then some single, probably from shopping malls again, to be honest. That pack will work quite nicely as a bit of mall filler. I don't want anything too fancy though. Like this is just a pizza in a gym place. I don't want like really nice rooftop bars here. It's not really the vibe. Going into emerging downtowns now. Shibuya is a bit too modern. I'm overthinking this. If in doubt, University City. We'll bring this slightly off there as well. Okay. That's great. Well, let's do more creator trees. A bad wolf with a $2.99 Australian dollar super chat needs a bar so we can drink our Fosters. Do you want to get a Coco's Pub in here? Do a Coco's Pub, wolf. Oh, you can get the billboards? Yeah, let's get the billboard right here, right? Premium advertising space. Lousy food and warm beer. always guaranteed. Where can I get you in here? Might actually put the Coco's Pub in instead of the University City one, and then we'll just pull this nodage back a little bit so we get a bit more breathing room. Sort that surface painter out in a second. There we go. Oh, it's coming through the hedge. Oops. Move over a touch more. How far can I get you away from the road? Quite far, actually. I think we'll do that then. And I want to spin this around. So we've got the signage facing the front, beer garden by the hedge. I think makes more sense, doesn't it? Thanks for the shout, Wolf. Yeah, pub was definitely the way to go. Thank you very much. Oh, that's the wrong one. Super. I think this space wants something, doesn't it? It's a bit naked. Maybe just some standard planter action. Actually, do I have any custom planters on? It's weird being back in a custom asset city. Yeah, we got a few. Pub and a servo. Yeah, we'll do the servo in a second. Which I know what a servo is now, thanks to playing Project Zomboid with Wolf. It's been very enlightening. I was also teaching Wolf the meaning of the word techers. The slang for technique to start spreading it around Australia. Make it a thing. Cute tree. Cute tree. Something small, maybe. Aussie shrub? No, absolutely not. What do we want here? Oh, forgot about all my traveller's palms. Love these trees. It's too much choice. I don't know what to put down. Let's go for a nice tasteful rose. Everyone likes roses, right? That's your stream. I've been a long time between drinks. Cheers, Mickey. Welcome to the stream, mate. And do you want them at an angle? No, we'll just have them straight. Okay, just so there's something filling that space there. I feel like that's a little bit of a better, more design there, isn't it? Wonderful. People are arriving. Amazing news. Hey, Nemis. How are you, mate? You tried it at work. They looked at you like you were mad. Well, I don't think it'll work on everyone, Wolf. Don't let that discourage you, though. Please. Please keep trying. I'll do disable spots on the other side. over here by the entrance, I think, actually. We'll do... So let's line it up to the edge, so we'll have 1 4x2. 3 lots of disabled. And then that fits perfectly. What were the chances of that happening? I'll never ever do that again. Having to pre-measure parking roads like that. It's a bit naked around here, isn't it? Should we bring some Thessia trees in? Not a lot of vegetation, which I'm not very happy about. Start to bring a bit more interest around this intersection here as well now. Okay, I'd like a train to go past, that'd be very nice. I'm not going to put a train station in here. We'll leave it to be a town without train. There's one already going through Sentinel, which is only across the river. Not Sentinel, sorry, that's Valkyrie, isn't it? That is Valkyrie. This here is what's meant to be closer. Well, I thought this would be a good spot, right? Right here by the entrance, so they can get straight in. And some more over here. I guess these are technically further away. Further away around here. Unless they're coming into the back entrance, I guess. Yeah, I suppose I should put them here, really, shouldn't I? Probably make a point. I think most of us have fur babies. We watch for the Coco spotting. Oh, she's back. She's back. She's back. There you go, everyone. Coco is back. At least a portion of the body. She's slightly off screen. Let me see if I can just slightly adjust. There you go, everyone. As we place a Coco's outback, she appears before us. You convinced me to buy a PC for modded cities. If I go broke, it's your fault. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I'll take responsibility for that. Welcome to the world. We actually just Sapphire in the Discord this morning was just saying he's bought a new PC. Migrating from console to PC for the first time, which will be an eye-opening experience, I think, to say the least, won't it? Something else here as well. I think maybe just another one of those planters. We'll keep it uniform across the shopping centre, if you like. So we've got some trolleys there as well, so this would be a good chance. Some very precise type of detailing, which we don't get very often. Some trolley cart detailing using these things. We do one. And then... Do you have to pay for your trolleys in Australia? Do you guys have to put £1 in? Like you do in the UK? Oh my god, he's driving through it. We're going to change your building spawn point, my friend. I will leave some of the fleet missing as well. If you can call a collection of trolleys a fleet, I suppose you could, couldn't you? Let me move his spawn point just to there. That's fine. Okay. Oh, Australian wolf. Bad wolf. Who is Australian? The $2.99 Australian Superchat. Pet that dog, please. If I pet a wolf, she might move. She might count it as playtime, and she's sleeping at the minute. So, if she wakes up, I'll pet her. But I won't disturb her sleep, because I disturbed her the other day and she laughed. So, thank you for the super chat though, appreciate it. If she wakes up, everyone notify me and we'll pay scratches, but we won't disturb her. Right, so just glancing back to our inspo, on the other side of the field here, well, the other side of the road, from the shopping mall, we have a school campus essentially, which is full of 3 cricket pitches, 4 baseball fields and 2 football pitches, which is actually a football club, the Southside Comets, over here. I wonder if we can get a view of all these fields. Oh, there's no street view. Well, I guess not in the campus, there wouldn't be anyway, would there? Walker Road Sporting Precinct. So it's essentially just a big sports campus. Sponsors wanted. Marching on together. Got Southside Comets Football Club, Joe's at Edmonton, Pizza, Pasta and Ribs. Elders Insurance. Don't know why I found that so funny. Keep Our Kids Connective. Hon Curtis Pitt for MP. Okay, so it's just a lot of sports pitch, isn't it? Of varying different kinds. With a school also present in there as well. Egg face reveal when? 1 million subscribers will be the face reveal special. If we ever hit 1 million subs, there'll be a Q&A, which you guys can submit questions to. That's the current deal. And a deal I will stick to, I promise. Right. Oh, there's a high chance maybe the next time I see City Planner we just get too drunk and I'll just post a selfie with Phil on the community tab. It'll be one or the other. 1 million subs or pissed is essentially how it'll happen. Right. So cricket first. Let's bring these in. These are our biggest assets. Where's the cricket pitch? Yeah. How big is the other one compared to it? Just have a little save here as well, just in case we crash. Coco just left. There you go. Yeah. Coco left. Sorry, Wolf, I should have scratched her. She would have. It wouldn't have mattered anyway, would it? Oh well. Yeah, she's the radiators are on, so she goes and lies directly next to them, especially since it's so bleak outside. Let me bring my orientation back up here. We've actually just got one that comes down this way into a little car park, which we'll respect, with some one-sided parking roads. Plus possible cul-de-sac action at the end. Maybe. A bit of a waste. Oh, it's nice. Oh, hold on. Hold on, everyone. Coco Beard is back. With her face directly in the camera. She's laid down now. What's up, Coco Beans? Yeah. Right, come here. Want some scratching? We'll scratch you where the people can see, Coco Beans. You okay? I'll try and angle the camera here for you guys. Oh, it's tummy rubs now. You see? A bit difficult to coordinate both. But now she's just collapsed on the floor for belly rubs. There you go, Wolf. These are the scratches, alright, that you paid for. Okay. There you go, Coco Beans. You have to stream, little dog. You have to stream. Can't play now, Coco Beans. Can't play now. Of course, she picks the best times to do it. Right. Sorry, everyone. I'm back now. Hand reveal. You guys have basically had a face reveal before. Those in the Discord have essentially seen what my head looks like, at least. Although you had to be around during the COVID era to have seen that picture. It's not exactly knocking around anymore. But there's more important things in the world than what I look like. Everyone pays so much attention to it, it's fine. There's you never know. You might really hate the way I look and then it ruins the magic. And then you never watch me again. That would happen. Sleeve reveal. Yeah, this is my new cute teal hoodie actually. It's one of my favourites at the minute. Although it's gone all bubbly, you know, like after you've started washing it like 10 times, it starts getting the little bubbles on it, which is quite disappointing. If anyone has any tips on how to avoid that, please feel free to share them in the live chat or the comments. She's so pretty. She's very pretty, yeah. She's a very pretty dog. How old is she, Egg? She's 13, mate. She's 13. Right. Sorry. Spaniel distracted us. There is 4 baseball fields here. I do, however, feel that might be a little much. We'll try it out. I guess if it's in real life, right? Baseball, please can't say anything to me. You saw this on Google Earth, everyone. They're essentially just positioned in a little diamond formation. I think we'll orientate the bleachers at the back, I think. This does feel like Ilos again now, doesn't it? There was quite a few builds in Ilos that had this sort of configuration. That's what's there. And if we're doing this to scale, we'll get everything in. So those are the 4 baseball pitches. We've then got 2 more cricket pitches and then 2 football pitches, which is pretty mental, to be honest. So there's another cricket pitch here. There's another one there. And then the football pitches are essentially here. Which will line them up to connect. So that's essentially the field configuration that we have in Edmonton, which we'll name this town actually because Egmonton was a pretty good shout, to be fair. Does anyone have any fun weekend plans? Anyone going anywhere special? We got some traffic down here. See if we can clean that up when we get to that side of the town. Is there not a part like that already? What, with all the sports fields on it? I think there's some like tennis clubs you can download. I don't think a combo of all the sports though. I don't think so. Not that I've ever seen anyway. Why not replace baseball with Aussie rules? Well, we're looking at an Australian city. There's baseball here. That's why I've put it in. There's 1 Aussie rules pitch in the school, but otherwise this is everything but Aussie rules, to be fair. Yeah. Let's bring in roads to hold these pitches here. And then this just comes down into massive car park, really. We'll align from this grid so the park is held. And then is that parking configuration? We've got 2 back to back essentially, so this type of road. And it's basically like that. Although there is a median between them, so I'll do that as 2 stretches of small instead of 1 large, if you like. Do it like this. And then we have a school asset. So we actually do need elementary school, which is handy. Oh, excuse me, everyone. There's some quite nice inspiration of how to enter the car park here as well off the main road. I just want to get a look at the building. It's quite green cities, isn't it, to be honest? It's actually a leisure centre, it's not even a school. Okay. Could use an Institute of Creative Arts here. Aussie Rules is not huge in Queensland, isn't that? Where is it huge? Super Bowl Sunday. It is. Who's in the Super Bowl this year? I don't follow American football whatsoever. I support the Pirates to help Mando, but that's about it. That is my extent. Mando made me support the Pirates, and immediately after announcing this to other American friends, I find out the Pirates suck, and basically no one likes them. I was like, great. Thanks, Mando. So, are the Pirates in? Are the Pirates in the Super Bowl final? No idea. PA gang is here. It's the South Hawks versus the Patriots. The Patriots again? Aren't they always there? I feel like I've seen the Patriots mentioned a lot in the context of Super Bowlage, I think. I want to bring in these little slip lanes that are present on this campus, if you can call them slip lanes. They're just like little ways to peel off back into the car park here, which I actually really like as an entry point configuration. Let's get rid of this horrible vanilla tree on the road, because it's really destroying the build. Blue gum everywhere we go. Maybe something a bit smaller. I'm almost feeling Linden here, actually. Maybe we'll do Linden. I think so. Speaking of sports, Man United bounce back. Oh, mate, the urge to sing Carrick's at the wheel has never been stronger. But I've still got PTSD from Ollie, so we've got to wait till the end of the season, mate. Just week by week. And then we'll see where we are in May, I think. But yeah, the last 3 games have been very exciting. Very exciting. Let's have a little hydration break here, actually, everyone. Been talking for a good while here. I'm starting to dry out. But a little time. This is probably going to be multiple streams. We spent an hour doing just this. And we got quite a big space to fill here. Hey, Blockamon, how are you? Nobody cares for the hand egg super owl. Pats were good for years, had like 4 bad years and are back. Oh, they were the worst team in the league this year, were they, Mando? Oh, damn it. That's not good. Or did they just suck? Because got battered everywhere they went. Pirates are a tough one to cheer for. Who's the most hated team? Away from the Raiders, which I believe are the most hated. Flopsy's a New York Mets and Giants fan. Living in the personal sports hell of Philadelphia. Okay. Shall we take some fence inspiration while I sip on a Pepsi cherry? It's fencing. Is it multiple fence layers, everyone? Yes, it is. Next time someone tells you you don't see fencing doubled up in a city, come to here. I'll show them this, where there's not 1, not 2, but 3 fences running parallel. She's walking with purpose, isn't she? possible roundabout decoration down here as well. Cute little patch of trees, a little bit of surface painter in the middle there as well, by the looks of it. We can see. It's just chain link fence, isn't it? Okay. I say just chain link fence, like that's not my most favourite type of fencing. The Cowboys suck. Cowboys, the Pats, and the Eagles. Apparently. Everyone hates Jacksonville. Jacksonville. It's louder than your face. That's the Jaguars, isn't it? I think I know the Jacksonville team. Pretty sure it's the Jags. Right, we'll worry about the baseball connections in a second. In the meantime, chain link city. We'll start to bring some more design around this main arterial entrance into the city here. Or into the town, rather. It's not really a city, is it? The parking lot roads on that map look exactly like modern parking lot roads. Yeah, they do, don't they? That's why it's so good to take inspiration from them, because you can essentially just build what it is you see, you know? I hope CS2, because like CS2 has drastically improved the parking situation for CS. Because it's like its whole category now. But I would like a parking lot road-esque functionality to be added to CS2. So that we can curve them and place our own parking spaces. Maybe Isolate can tackle that. We'll see. Did you guys see the video today of the Ice Flake kind of first contact? I thought it was pretty interesting. So surprised they kind of immediately came on to discuss mod integrations. I thought that was very surprising. And then our fence really kind of follows a bit of a tree line marking the edge of these sports field boundaries here. So we'll bring that in so we know what we're doing. Just so it follows roughly around the back. We'll make this a bit more definitive. But as long as it's marking the edge of this sports complex for us. Rid of all these trees in the middle too. I think we'll use... We've got a surface down here, haven't we? It's super dry looking. Ground resources. Yeah, there we go. Let's remove a little bit of the oil here. It's really quite grey, isn't it? Oh, a bit too much. There we go. It's a bit more pleasant to look at, isn't it? Might actually do it just occasionally. So we have some drier patches, perhaps, rather than all green or all brown. We'll blend that into our detailing. Maniac Maina with a $20 US super chat. Good morning, evening, fashionably late. I believe they call this with a little alien emoji. Thank you so much, Maniac. I appreciate the $20, dude. That's super kind of you. Good morning to you as well, my friend. Let's open up our nodes on the roundabout here. I'm gonna just slightly mound up the middle of it here. There we go. Almost forgot about the live stream today. Awesome to watch and have Thessia back. Hope we can go around Thessia a bit more as well, look around. Yeah, would you guys want to take a tour of Thessia? We can do that. We can take a tour of Thessia if you like. Welcome in, Daniel. Nice to see you, mate. I read that post when it came out. Didn't get a chance to watch the video. Yeah, it only went up today, Mando. The post was out last week. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I like that CS2 has proper parking mechanics, but I can't get over the textures on the roads which follow the parking lot. Yeah, Ice Flake's first attention seemed to be directed towards visuals and lighting, which I'm very happy about. I think I was recording Yoakley this week, and I thought I'll just try get. Well, the intro was nighttime shots, but if you try get like an orbital night view, it just looks like seriously disgusting. It's not good nighttime visual. Although they didn't provide any screenshots of the work they said they'd done on the nighttime stuff, so I'll wait with somewhat bated breath, I think, than getting excited about that just yet. It's pretty much what we see in Cairns, isn't it? At Edmonton, even. Why the roundabout's so big? Yeah, I did probably a 7 deep one was a little bit too much, wasn't it? But I don't mind it. I think once it's got stuff either side of it, it'll settle in a little easier. Might actually dry out the top of the roundabout here, actually. Just speaking of resource painter detailing. Yeah, there you go. Something like that, right? It's a slight change in the grass texture, does a wonder. Can we direct their attention towards fences as well? I imagine it'll come, M-Dog. I imagine network fences will re-arrive. I'd be surprised if they didn't. We'll bring this around the back here. I don't know how far I'm actually going to have to take this. Where are your building spawn points? Oh shit, they're in the back, are they? That is going to make it a little bit more difficult. The only way I could do that is by... We've got a dirt road in this place, haven't we? Where is it? I just saw it then. Yeah, this one. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to do this to get it to fit, because their connections are classed as on the inside. But we'll use Traffic Manager just to say no parking on these roads. That way we won't see people parking in the overgrowth, and it kind of just looks like dirt beneath the bushes here now. So I'll have to do that for each of these that lie over this way. And then I'll just keep this dirt road going back into here. Might have to take all this down to dirt here around the back of the complex, actually. You're going to be a much more awkward connection. It's fine. We can deal with this. Just do that. And then we'll pull the segment out. We'd move it. And then ban parking, so those interior roads essentially... I don't mind them parking on this outer road. Just don't go into the bush, essentially. But it does make them all connected. Jump back to this sports campus. And there's loads of little random car parks everywhere around it. To be fair, there is actually quite a lot of dirt between the baseball fields here anyway. So I can kind of get away with that. But then we've got another little... This is this coach parking. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? At the end of this road. There's quite a bit more car parking. All this is parking road, actually, isn't it? Or is this a little dirt track? Little BMX track? It looks like it, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Canberra is a huge roundabout, yeah. We took a lot of the inspiration for the downtown region came from Canberra with the kind of government municipal district area. Lots of Canberra inspiration in this bit of the city. Which is I could totally do a totally Canberra inspired or kind of recreation, I think. It's a really unique road layout. Super interesting to map it back into CS. Do we have... No. Is it under bus, maybe? Thought I had some coach parking decals, unless they've been removed. Oh, there's some stuff here. Maybe this is what I was thinking I had. Yeah, I think we used these bus-only decals on build somewhere, didn't we? Oh, Coco is back, everyone. Oh, you already know, because the camera's still on. I forgot that was there. Sorry. There we go. I have the Google Maps up, open in my the monitor. Okay. So we'll have this road that comes through the middle. That's parking road. We'll get more spaces on that. And then to configure another parking lot here, I think we'll do something like this. They drive on the dark side of the road, right? If I'm remembering that rightly. It's been a while since I've used these assets. Could even start getting cute with some curbs here as well. I think she's left again, has she? She has. She's a little unhappy today, isn't she? I think she's pissed off her streaming. She's disturbing her sleep. Oh yeah, because you're actually straight here, aren't you? I need to node control that off. I was wondering why that wasn't going on the curve then, because it's not actually a curve, is it? And then we'll give them some space to turn out here. Just flush with that central island. And then we can return back to this. Oh, do you know why I think she's gone? Because she's farted, and that fucking stinks. You are a terrorist, Coca Beans. That's why she's left, everyone. Oh man, that is some foulness, everyone. Let me tell you about that. That is not good. That is fresh dog fart that I'm having to bathe in right now while trying to detail. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. That's Coca Beans. That is potent. That is lingering. Everyone. Jesus. Let's go for some large planters. Coco is innocent. She is absolutely not. She is absolutely not innocent. Just brutal. Wouldn't mind some toilets out here as well, actually. Like, you can imagine long haul people, or yes, away fans is the term, isn't it? Ready to immediately get off the bus for a piss. Have a little block of toilets out here. Fair bit of death over here. Is everyone alright? Got our cemeteries. Yeah, we're getting collected. Okay, start to bring some trees in now. Get rid of a lot of the empty green space around. And then we'll go for... I think a few gums. Although I'll tell you what, since we've not recorded Thessia for a long time, the gun police have essentially all but been disbanded. People don't like the gums in too many places. I'll tell you what, actually here, rather than placing, we'll just use a single place of Thessia's tree brush. Which is mostly small little bushy numbers, to be fair. She must have had beans for breakfast. She's had her normal breakfast. Although she might have ate some sheep poo out on the walk. She does enjoy it. Chain link fencing again here. Thank you very much. And we'll do this one from this pathway here. Yeah, dog farts are on another level, Mr. Skinny. It's mustard gas, essentially. Is this CS1? It is CS1, yeah. I'm surprised people can't tell the difference, you know, between, because like the UIs of the games are very different. Like if you see this bottom UI with the grey and all this information, it's CS1. The icons especially. So that's always a good identifier. If you see unique buildings, it's CS1. If you see signature buildings over here, it's CS2. The UI should give it away, I think. A little bit of colour in here as well, shall we? Use some of the custom bushes that we have. Alright, this little town's coming together now. I'm happy with this. Welcome to all 117 of you here as well, guys. Didn't you have covens in Thessia? Yeah, there's a few. There's one over here, actually. I was talking about this with Brassack in the Discord this morning. Yeah, there's one over here. Jerry and Mitch by Alfie's watering hole over in the cattle station. And I can't remember where the other one is. There's the in the vineyard, I think. There's one up here, isn't there? Yeah, there you go. There it is. That's the vineyard one. Honestly, takes you a bit to notice if it's CS1 or 2, does it really? I find that quite interesting. I think they're very distinctively visually different. The vehicles give it away as well. And probably more important, the Sims. The Sims looks totally different from 1 to 2. Okay, I'm happy with this. Well, we're not finished it yet, of course, but we're making progress on it. I'm going to bring in a touch more dryness. I think especially around this dirt edge. Trying to do really weak single clicks though. I need to do this more in Ilium actually. Ground texture makes a big difference, doesn't it? Let's get more parking in. Should be able to do 3 spaces here without it being too weird. And then we've got a load of paths we can plug into here as well, off the back of these fields, so we'll make the whole campus very walkable. Might even actually be able to cross a pathway over into Valkyrie, I think would be quite nice. Well, Lammy with a £4.99 super chat donation. Iron for the preservation of Thessia's gums. Thank you so much, Lammy. Appreciate the £5, mate. Appreciate you. No teeth in CS1. Yeah, that's true. Can tell it by the teeth. Well, the teeth have gone now, haven't they? Haven't they unrendered the teeth? Did that happen? Can't remember. Sure they got rid of them in an update, did they? Or at least made it less severe. Not sure. I haven't checked teeth for a while. I found a hilarious looking sim the other day. Do you want to see it? I got a screenshot here. There it is. Can we zoom in here? This this was one of the Oakley sims. Which is honestly quite hilarious. It's terrifying, that, isn't it? You want to keep zooming in? A real gurn. Yeah, sims are a dead giveaway. Oh, Sapphire with the $1.99 US super chat. Got a recommended short for Icelandic Moses, did you? Classic Thessia stream moment, that. EMB is a big fan of the Icelandic Moses moment. Oh, that was pretty funny, yeah. I remember reading it, I was like, Icelandic Moses? I was like, have I missed some sort of religious divergent chat? I was like, Icelandic Moses? Who on earth is that? Totally not realising it actually said mosses and they were talking about plants. Not historical religious figures. Yeah, pretty hilarious, that one. I enjoyed that. I want more trees. Here, I think I also want another building to sit with the school. Maybe a gymnasium. Maybe a gym. It's got more bloody parking on the front of it though, hasn't it? Always bob it off, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like I want just a bit more of a medical facility here. Maybe a clinic as well. Although we do have a clinic further down the main street, don't we? We saw on Google Earth, so we shouldn't... It doesn't really matter. We can always place more than one, I suppose. How in the world did these sims get past QA? They're AI generated, Nomis, aren't they? The sims are generated by AI, which is why they look so uncanny valley. Just strange, like really weird proportionate jawlines. Yeah, it's because they're not made by a human. And you can tell. Maybe a bit of death care would be nice here, actually. This building isn't exactly death care, is it? We only need to Bob. Bob probably has got quite a bit of work to do here, I think. Let's get rid of all these disgusting trees. And on the school as well. I don't mind the bushes, they can stay. And then if we can line this up, I'll just bring you out here slightly. Yeah, we can. That'll work as a connection. Let's see a live stream at this time of year, in this time of day, in this part of the country, localised entirely within my computer. Exactly that. Exactly that, Mike. Welcome in, mate. How are you? It's nice to see you. I think I might break the parking lot here. It's just a bit too solid for me, I think. We want concrete everywhere. I'll try not to at least. Let's bring in some hardwood trees, which might be my favourite tree of all of Thessia's. Okay, we're starting to see some vibes that we're seeing in Edmonton now, aren't we? Real thick jaws, yeah they do, don't they? If you're not in the Discord, we've converted a load of the funniest looking CS2 sims into emojis now. so you can use them to react, which is probably my favourite element of the whole Discord, is the CS2 emojis. They are hilarious. Just chip away at my little fence here. There we go. Some trees as well to mark an entrance into a campus, perhaps. $125 of you here. Thank you for turning up, everyone. Appreciate it all. Maybe spending your YouTube time with me as I brilliantly describe my dog's terrorism attacks. It has thankfully faded now, but if there's one, there's usually more. Which is a terrifying thought. Just fill some of these concrete spaces here. Little tables as well, but I think campus tables will do nicely here. Little rooted in the ground stone ones. Space for budding athletes to sit and chill in what is developing into quite modern grounds. I like the way this sits with the gymnasium here, actually. Please include sugarcane farming. Cairns has lots of it, does it? I probably won't get a farm here. There's definitely farm space to develop out here, though. There's another cute little beach there as well, isn't there? Be a shame to leave that untouched. We probably should have built the town there, actually, you know. Should we start again? Go do everything done in another location. More trees, I think, now, around these big open spaces. Don't mind some more palms as well, actually. Let's just keep using Thessia's tree brush. Oh, I'll take another little path over around to this one as well. Don't massively like how it messes with that there. There we go. And then let's stitch all this together at the back so it looks like one continual little complex, if we like. 1:30 AM here on the east coast of Australia at the moment, so not an Aussie themed live stream time again. No. What is the best time for me to stream for Aussies? It'll be UK morning time, won't it, I think? That would be kind of mid to late evening for most of you. Wolf usually hangs out in Discord late morning for me before going to bed. So I guess it's going to be like 8 AM UK, isn't it? Would be ideal for Aussies. I don't mind trying a morning stream. I can't imagine it'd be very often though. Purely because not a vast amount of subscribers are Australian. The peak time for me to stream is 6 PM UK. That's when I should be streaming. Which is what we're going to try next week. I think I'll bring this down to the road as well, actually. I'll push it out here. And then I'll use that as an excuse to do more chain link fencing. Morning UK time? Yeah, there you go. There's Wolf to confirm. From South Africa. Hey JK, how are you, buddy? How is life in South Africa? And then that can just I should bring it all the way through the forest, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, I will. You won't be able to see it's here, but we will now. And then it came back down to the road around here, didn't it? Perfect. That's a massive chunk of the town, that is our sports field. It's quite big. Let's see how we're looking at night time here as well, shall we? Yeah, not before another little save though, and a posture check and hydration break, everyone. It's quite dark around here. See the erupting volcano over in the distance. Oh, man. Heads up, one of those 4 fields that you had to run dirt along to get the spawn points isn't connected to anything else, so I imagine it'll start complaining soon. One of the 4 fields, is it? Oh, did I not connect it into the road? I'll have a look at it in a second, mate. I'll have a look in a second. On that note, I have to go to bed. Good night, Wolf. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Egg, where are we streaming from next week? Sancoco Margrid. Yeah, I think we'll do the Margrid City on Tuesday. We've not been there for a while. We can use it as some Ilium science testing as well, I think. We'll test out some Ilium builds in the Margrid City on the map pack format we started a few months ago. Yeah, is that what you guys want? Do you want to do the Margrid modded build on Tuesday? Being Aussie themed, I live in Wollongong, just south of Sydney. So if you search the Secret Bridge where a lot of car ads I shot, I live near there. Feel like I recognise the name Wollongong for some reason, David. Have we looked there for a Thessia build before? Yes, this one, mate. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There you go. I actually kind of don't mind the dirt ring road around the edge of the baseball fields, to be honest. I think that looks quite nice. Okay. Let's come back, everyone, to the blessed Google Earth. Yeah, to be fair, this sports field does take up an enormous chunk of this town, doesn't it? So if anything, it's quite accurate. We've got Edge Early Learning. A church, which looks like it's in the process of being built here. Moorgrave Community Baptist Church. Coco is back staring at me. It's a little early to go out yet, Coco. Oh, wait, way early to go out yet. Oh, helicopter pad. Hello. That's quite fun detailing, isn't it? We can do that. Okay, we'll come across the other side of the street now then. Let's have a look at this. So across the site from the leisure centre, we've got med clinic. Water tanks, as we were corrected on. Can I see the helipad? We can. Slightly raised with chain link fencing around it, everyone. Isn't that fun, inspo? And what looks like some fire in the distance. You don't have any sound? Oh, hold on. You guys don't have sound, do you not? You guys can hear me, right? It's a me issue, okay. You guys can definitely hear me. OBS is picking me up, right? It's back now. We had that last stream, didn't we? Like my USB inputs are almost resetting. Okay. Don't know. I think it just might have been on Flopsy's end, was it? I think so. Okay. St. John's ambulance thing is probably my favourite clinic. It is slightly set off the road though, so I'm going to respect that. There is essentially like bits of frontage here. So we'll run this as well. We'll do this one. 3. Spin all this around. Some slight node towering that. Yeah, be happy with that wide intersection. And then we got some immediate car parking roads as well next to the clinic. Pretty much the same formation we have across the street, actually. Everyone's got sound? Cool, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Good morning, been a while since I got to stream. Welcome in. B-Nugs. Nice to see you again, buddy. It's been a while since we streamed, to be fair, mate, so... Don't worry too much, that's a very short segment. I don't like that. Let's pull that out, just an extra node will help it. Fabulous. We'll definitely have some disabled car parking up here by the med clinic, I think. Just look at that, fits and sits perfectly. I promise that isn't planned. That's the second time that's happened today. Just want to move these 2 nodes up tiniest little bit. There we go. And here perfectly on my side. Good. Speaking of Man United, Ian, be interested in your thoughts. I know you're a United fan. As is Brassack. I've managed to cultivate quite a few United fans in the community, actually. We've got one City fan as well, unfortunately. Shout out to Tegan. And we won't do disabled. Oh no. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Yeah. A helicopter pad in the game or service? These are excellent questions, Stannington. By the way, Stannington, I always really enjoy your food envy posts in the Discord. You always make such wonderful, hearty English meals. I always appreciate seeing them. Thank you for posting in food envy. A wonderful beef shoe in there the other day from Stannington that looked absolutely divine. Which Discord is linked down below, by the way. If you're not with us, come and say hello, people. There's a nice little good morning there waiting for you. A really friendly community. So I'd love to replicate what we see in Cairns. Sorry, Edmonton. It's basically Cairns, isn't it? Oh. I do have a helipad decal. There is, however, like, solid surface underneath it. It's not just on the grass, but I don't know how I can replicate that. Tiles, maybe? Tiles might work. Don't know what tile, though. Yeah, hold on. What do you guys think for this? If we want to build the own helipad without placing the building, we need to recreate this green backdrop that the symbol's actually on. If this was CS2, the surfaces would actually work perfectly for that. There's no is there a helipad sub-building? Can we use that instead? Heli. Oh, you know, if we could get that little helipad thing there. I wish that was a sub-building, that would be perfect. Not sure. The ground looks like Adelaide. Take that to mean dry. Spurs next. Mid-century mod. Yeah, it is Spurs next, isn't it? I think we'll beat Spurs at Old Trafford again. That before though, they beat us 6-1 there a few seasons ago, didn't they? Ian and Ott both calling out the mid-century modern tile. This one. Oh, hello boys. There we go. I think Ott and Ian have nailed that, haven't they? Cashback boys. Thank you very much indeed. That is exactly what I wanted. We'll name this after your good selves as well. You both said it, so we'll give credit to both. Tiny bit more. Excellent shout, boys. That's such a good idea. Literally perfect. And we did notice it was slightly elevated as well, didn't we? So why don't we have a go at that? Just want to get a little mound. And then we'll take that highest point and flatten everything to it. Come a little bit wider here. Just so every bit of tile is on that top level. Which is actually slightly floating at the minute. Okay. There is dashes around the edge of it. Do we really want to start messing about with that? Do I have any decal dashes? Probably under road markings, are they? I mean, it's essentially that. It's essentially that dashed line around the edge of it. But I just want the individual dashes. That one sort of works, actually. Okay, we'll do that. I'm sure the markings, the helicopter police will probably flag this up, but that's fine. There's not many of them. But it's at least giving me the markings I see on Google Earth. And I've just got to slightly bring up those green decals here. Just a little layer up. This is why I like live streaming. I would have never stumbled upon this in an episode. Okay. It works. Give it Lammy. We had... where did people shout it? Where was the first one? There you go. Lammy and Ott's joint venture helicopter rescue. And then there is a dirt road that goes down to the helipad. Which, is it dirt? Can I get a street view there? It does look like dirt, which is quite surprising. No, it's not. It looks like, it's like cobbled, tiled road, I think. So I thought they would have put a more solid surface down than dirt transporting patients from a helipad. So I think I'll just use parking surface cracked road here instead. How much wiggle room have I got to shift you over, little blue friend? Quite a lot. We can make that work. Shift all this over. Absolutely love node controller. Possibly my favourite ever mod. Definitely up there. Okay, and then we've got Chain Link City all the way around. It's actually not near the helipad, it's just in the perimeter around the landing site, it looks like. I'm a Wednesday fan, and it looks like we'll finish on minus points this season following admin, and yeah, it's a bad time to be a Wednesday fan, Stannington. My condolences to you. It's terrible what can happen to a mismanaged club, isn't it? Hopefully it won't go the same way as Bury. But yeah, it is a little bit bleak, isn't it? It is a little bit bleak. This is such a unique little add-on for a med clinic, isn't it? We'll get some lights on this as well. Like the after dark stuff. Chain link gate. Straight across the road. Just need a tiny little nudge there, don't we? And then same again over here. So we can take a look at the food channel if you want, actually. I'm getting quite hungry now. We're getting carried away with Carrick like we did to Ollie. Yeah, that's exactly what I said earlier, Ian. I said, like, we've still got Ollie PTSD. Every fibre of my being wants to start singing Carrick's at the wheel, but hold off. Hold off. Let's continue fleshing out the facility. Adding all these on. I would have been sad if you I wouldn't have been sad if you only named it Lammy since he was faster. It looks like you were both typing it at the same time, because your messages were essentially within a few seconds of each other, so I think it was a joint venture, wasn't it? I will do a tree line here. It's actually colliding with the road there, technically. So just move it to drag them in. That's because it's been node controlled. Right, yeah, let's get some lights in. So, do you have any helicopter police in the live chat? Do we know, should they be a certain colour? I guess just a white, right? In each of the four corners and like a red one in the middle. Does that seem appropriate? Something like that. Maybe a brighter red. Will helicopter please sign that off? Unsure on that one. Good afternoon, Egg. Still over CS1 content. Never got into CS2 personally. Hope you're well. I'm doing well, Keith. Nice to see you as well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you as well. Cheese puffs always on hand for a live show. I love cheese puffs, man. What's it? Cheese balls, whatever they are. They are an elite crisp. Just want to bring this concrete off on an edge. Couple of ambulance props in here as well, I think. Oh, come on, helicopter decal. Don't do this to me now. It is slightly elevated, but you can only tell from a certain angle, I think. Cashews is my go-to snack. Do you know what I've liked recently as a bit of a post-gym snack? Is a date, take the pit out, a little bit of peanut butter, and you can dip it in dark chocolate if you like, but I don't really like dark chocolate. But if you do, it tastes not too dissimilar from a Snickers, which is quite a treat. But dates are very sweet though. They are good. I like them. Underrated fruit, I think. And then we'll just give a little classic chain link boundary to the edge of our med clinic here. So you want to even mind if we got like a smaller gate. Wouldn't mind making a little secondary entrance here into essentially what is an airfield. Can I place you as though you kind of swing? Suppose I could do that actually. It looks like a rolling gate, doesn't it? And just clip the other side into the building. And we can have like an alleyway there. I think we'll go with that. Wollongong isn't a military port, not yet at least. Bulk movement of vehicles, coal and grain moves through it. Oh yeah, big container port. I'm really wanting to go on Poplar Ponderosas map actually and build the port of... It's not Gibraltar, it's the port is actually in Spain, but it's in the Bay of Gibraltar, so that's how I remember it. But yeah, Poplar Ponderosa has made the Gibraltar map, and I would love to build the port on it. It's just so good, especially using the Bridges and Ports DLC. I think that'd be quite a lot of fun. Especially after seeing a Darwin's build on the city showcase we had on that map. That was very nice. Let's bring in some trees here. I've returned. Welcome back, Ian B. We were talking about Icelandic Moses earlier. I mentioned that Ian B enjoyed that particular moment quite a lot. Okay. Surrounding the airfield, we just have a tree line that breaks us back to the shopping centre we built. And this is all... Oh, we forgot the water tanks. We'll do that as well. And then there's more fencing right down the main street here as well. So let's have our tree line here. Send this down there. We'll likely have some more outer line residential. And fill all this space eventually. Leave a little bit of a gap between the trees and the airfield. Not here. I'm going to detail this corner. It's quite an important one, I feel, isn't it? And then back to more chain link fencing. Fantastic. This is a good amount of trees. Got to hear it now. Although I guarantee you, helicopter police will probably pipe up and say we're not allowed trees that close to a landing pad. Despite the fact we've just seen them on Google Earth. People will still say it's not allowed. I'll keep this going up here actually. Join it back in there. And then delete those trees this side of the fence. There we go. Icelandic Moses might be a good idea to treat this damn cold. Apart from copious lemon, are you under the weather, Ian B? Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I've actually touched wood. I haven't been ill for like ages. Like kind of a cold or a flu, the usual old rhinoviruses. I just haven't picked one up for like I literally can't remember the last time I had a cold. Having said that, I'm almost destined to get a cold now. And we need water tanks. The countryside DLC added some, didn't it? Indeed. Exactly what I'm looking for. So there's 3 of these and then like a support building. So I'll place 3. And then tiny shed. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll bring some little props and stuff around here to settle these in. Props, it's not ticked. There we go. I wonder, are you aligned with the surface painter grid here? No, but it's small enough for me to be able to deal with it. I'm not bothered about it being perfectly clean. And then we'll just bring in some light. Some of the old faithful Thessia dry brush behind. Okay. Quite a fun little way to really just embellish a simple health service, isn't it? I want some more trees out the front of the clinic here in a second as well. I'm just stretching. I need a nice Morton Bay fig. They're great trees when you're a kid, endless climbing. Got some fig trees here, have we? I think these are fig trees. This sort of vibe. Got some of those in. Ill right now. And annual leave, sadly. Feels like norovirus. Something not good, Stannington. Harvest the power of lemon, my friend. Lemon will cure you. Let's bring in a bit more activity here now. I know down... I mean, down the street there is no commercial here, really. It's all... There's this school next to the sports pitches. Well, there's no real commercial high street. It's all at this mall here. It's all just residential down here. Even expanding it as well, actually. That's quite a sad visual, that, isn't it? This is all deforested, ripped down. Wonder if that'll just keep climbing further and further up the hill over the years. Yeah, you can see it happening everywhere, can't you, actually? Further construction sites eating into the hill. Expansion. Yeah, there is no real service, though. It's just simple, cute, residential suburbia, isn't it? Fencing against the housing here. Some palms in the middle of a roundabout. Yes, please. Can do a bit of that. I'm not going to put another roundabout in. I don't feel like I need one here. I'll turn the traffic light off too. Then I think we'll focus on the residential in the next Thessia stream. Because I think I'd rather work on that big prison-looking school campus now. Looking forward to the Winter Olympics. Can't say Olympics is ever something that's taken my interest, you know. Not a massive lover of general athletics. I wonder, do we have any IMT on that road? I think there's quite a lot of it. Just because there's bike lanes coming down here. That's why. This is way too complex for me to do in IMT, all this stuff around here, where the bike comes through the chevrons. I'm not even sure how you'd set that up. A lot of line work, I imagine. We could upgrade to bike lanes. Yeah, there's a bike lane here, isn't there? It's a really fun way to add a bike lane to a road, actually, isn't it? It's actually hugging the road here, and then it cuts across into the middle of the road before the junction. And then it stays in the middle of the road back to the roundabout again, does it? Yeah. I wouldn't be averse to some cycling lanes if that's what we want to do. We do have that exact road actually. So we could do that. And then upgrade the roundabout into the cycling road. We can do some IMT to stitch all that together. I'm quite interested in it here. I'll turn off the blue crossing and the orange crossing. We'll see if we can bring in some of those bike lane vibes we're seeing. Should already have a bike filler established. Cycling filler. Yep, there you go. That's just a saved preset in IMT if anyone isn't aware what I just did then. You can do, well, whatever presets you want to save, really. Yeah, I don't mind you taking that turn over there. And this is technically the same size junction, so you should just copy and paste over. Yeah, you do. Perfect. Orange and blue, no, not red, blue crossings off. Let's downgrade that horrible tree again as well. Just have lindens on this road. Okay. For Ilium, I was wondering if you could do something like a warehouse district, like what's in Fontana or Ontario, California. Yeah, I mean, there is already quite a big warehouse distribution place in Ilium, in the factory, but I'm not averse to more. I do like building big distribution centers. They're quite fun. Let's quick set up this roundabout. And then we'll carry on with the bike work through here as well. How do we want to do this actually? How do the bike lanes sit across the junctions of the road? That's the bike lane in the middle there, isn't it? Yeah, it is still. Seems kind of dangerous now. Oh no, the bikes are there. Yeah, they cut back across to the left side of the road there, don't they? It doesn't really sit across the roundabout in any meaningful way though, does it? It's just kind of looping around the edge of them. I guess, is that the bike lane there? That little bit of filler? I suppose it essentially is, isn't it? Hmm. These markings basically say cars and bikes must collide here. Yeah, it's some of the stranger bike markings I've seen. It's a bit out of my remit with how it's switching back and two across the different sides of the lanes. I can't really do that without using multiple different networks. But it's fine. We don't have to copy it exactly. We'll just blend in our own roads into what we want to do. And cycling filler. Well, I'm not really sending... I guess this is just more of a turnaround for bikes to come down, isn't it? Because I'm not sending them anywhere else, really. They're not going... They can come off the bike lane into the mall, of course. But they can't cycle on this. So they'd essentially just use it to come down the road and get off into any of these sites. But I'm not going to send cycling lanes into these. They can just use the pavement. So in that case... I'll just... Now, we did see if I can take... some inspiration. When that bike lane was crossing the road, or the traffic rather, it turns to dash here, doesn't it? As the car cuts across to turn, the bike lane moves to dash lanes. So I suppose I can do that here. Yeah, I think I will. IMT police might take problem with it, but I'm just looking at what I see on Google Earth. And then essentially the same again over here. We'll have a look at the entrances as well in a second. It's like they're crossing over a junction. It will be dash. I do love spending hours doing this IMT work, and that's the same configuration as that side. So we can copy and paste that in. That's perfect. Thank you, Mr. Skinny. The first time I've probably heard that from my IMT work. Could just use dotted lines. And then for the actual entrance onto the roundabout, I mean, that's essentially the bike lane there, really, isn't it? These little dash lanes here. Bring blue a little bit closer. Because I could do more IMT here. I could set that dash line up from there. Do double dash, but the node's so small you can hardly even see it. Okay, I think we'll leave them then because that that dash we had there, I don't think it will come in, will it? I think we'll just go with that then. I would add a grass island somewhere by the roundabout entrances. Like in the real thing. Here. See you later, Stannington. Hope you feel better, bud. We could do a filler. Or we could just do that with a median road as well. Just upgrade that to medium. Okay. Then with this, we'll just run our dashes together from here. And we'll increase the spacing between, try and get it as close to the one that's on the road as we can. Something like that. Copy that style. Bring it over into here. just in the small gap nobody is driving in. Well, I guess now I could technically do a filler here, right? But we want to change where that one ends. Although you're coming across there, aren't you? Hold on, let me just see how people move on this junction. Yeah, they are cutting across sometimes, aren't they? Okay, those two lines are wrong then. The ones we just did. Remove them. And that one. And they're going up to that one, aren't they? That middle lane is where they're mostly going to. And then likewise from this middle lane. Yeah. Then we want to change where that line ends to be here. And then we can create a filler from that. It should be right, no miss, right? Kind of following your lead here. Well, I think this is okay. We can have grass island like that, which does kind of bring us up that kind of tight to road cycling lane we saw earlier. Let's just fast forward this and make sure no one actually collides with it. Seems to be alright, doesn't it? Yeah, should we put a curb on it? Fillers. Do you want to round the offset as well? Corner radius. Curb. Are we happy with that? Is that successful IMT? I think so. I think we're happy with it, aren't we? Okay, that's one side done. And then I think I'll leave these two other side entrances that come into the mall and the sports campus just as they are. We'll just finish off with those lines that come across here. Let me copy that line style again. I should actually save that as a template so that's like national dashing, if you like. I don't have to keep setting the size every single time then. Paste. Paste. I feel like are these lines wrong? I feel like they are. Should it go to the next lane over, I wonder? I'm not sure on that one. Precise and accurate road markings aren't my strong suit, I'll admit. But, aesthetically, I don't hate it. You can copy it to the other entrance. I guess it is sort of the same road, isn't it? I do kind of like the fact it's different, though. It would be nice to have the perfect symmetry all across the sides, though, wouldn't it, no miss? I'm not sure. I kind of like the way it kind of bends back into town. I guess we could still do that. There's no reason why we can't. A bit more foliage here, I think. Just change it to gravel island after copying. We'll try it, no miss. We'll try it. No, no. Why? Oh, because this is a bike lane, isn't it, you idiot? Yeah, I'll have to redraw the fill, though. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. Just delete that. And then those lines that hold the thing. We'll redraw them. So it was to here, I think, wasn't it? Someone turn into the town, please. Up to the middle one, was it, I think? Yeah. Change those 2 points. That's gravel island. Very tiny curb size, slight reduction in the curb offset. We should probably tuck those cycling lanes in as well, shouldn't we? Come back to solid after this point. Yeah, and I do want to change the end points there. So you start from here. The ones on the outside don't really matter there because they're inside the curb technically. Hello, Coca Beans. Welcome back. Oh, she's currently off camera. She's beneath the camera. She's lying next to me at the minute. Yeah, see you later, Plopsky. Bye, mate. Thank you for hanging out. And then this one... Where are you? Where are you, line? Finish there. And then that is cycling filler again. I didn't take too long to do, did it? I'm pretty happy with that. This is some epic round art detail. I know we really got sucked into that, didn't we? That really came out of nowhere. See you later, Shannon. I hope your call with your doctor goes okay. Appreciate it. Get a little screenshot of that, I think, shall we? Nice little cute bite roundabout. Cool. Really liking this little town, actually. I always love taking direct inspiration from Google Earth. I think it gives you a much greater sense of scale. Go for Egmonton as well. Alright, I'm just going to nip for a quick bathroom break. And then we'll start on that school campus. I will leave you with epic views of downtown Thessia. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I was going to grab a drink. It's the bathroom. Hello, people. Oh, man. Didn't realise how dehydrated I was. You know, when you satiate that real deep thirst, that's what's just happened. Oh, it's amazing. Thank you so much, Lincoln. Come a long way from being the wrong roundabout. Yeah, we hasn't it? It did start out life not very well, that roundabout. Learning IMT definitely pays off, yeah. I have 2C, very old community member now, to thank for my IMT knowledge. He taught me a lot about it. And did the parking bays vanish in front of the school thunderbox? They shouldn't have done. Shouldn't have done. School and thunderbox. Over here. There was a little bit of torn concrete there though, actually. There we go. Right, so next door to this lies an enormous school that looks dangerously like a... How is that not a prison, right? Isabella State School. Does look a lot like a prison. That's fine though, I'm sure that's not a reflection of the Australian education system. Instead, I'll take inspiration from it. I just bought Coco off as well with a small string of sausages. So she'll chill out for a little bit. For another walk. Sorry, I just want to glance back at the parking here at the front of the building. Keep accidentally hitting my mouse DPI controls. Please excuse that notification. Okay. So, just running parallel with the main road really, isn't it? That's your one directional too. Oh, with angled parking, which is a nice excuse to use that road. We'll do that then. Most of this town is actually car parks. Which I'm not against. Because I do like my car parking roads and CS. I don't want to hook you in. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. I'll delete that extra node that's hanging around there. We just want to pull that a little bit further out. There we go. We can be quite free and easy with nodes here. Thessia has no danger of hitting his node count. And then we have like a pathway in the middle, don't we, of that area. I wonder if a pedestrian road would serve that. What length are we playing with here? 25? We'll do 12 as a halfway point. So we can create that crossing. Which I think just comes back to pathway that links down the other side of the road here, doesn't it? It's quite a fancy little road crossing. And then a path that runs alongside those suburbs there. So I'll repeat that here. How old is Coco now? She's 13. She's 13. And she is getting old as well. She is relatively slow on her walks these days. Not much running anymore. Just a lot of plodding, sniffing. Maybe if she discovers some small happiness, she might do a little bit of a run. But she's pretty old and slow these days. Still healthy though. She's a good... She does have quite bad vision. We're pretty sure she's deaf as well now at this point. But yeah, she's in mostly good health. She doesn't have any horrible, nasty lumps causing her issues or anything like that. She's good. Just want a nice palm tree. These are all a bit massive. California shorty, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, and I don't think we're going to be able to create this school campus exactly to the letter because I don't have the assets for it. I'm not even sure what would work best to bring a school in here. We still need more education. place down a few choices. European high school is definitely a contender, I think. Gives me a bigger school block anyway. I wonder if I can have the pedestrian road running between the campus buildings, actually. There is a bit of a walkway into the school campus, though. My high school did suggest 10-foot high fence with razor wire on top. Shaded walkways around our schools. We could do that down here, right? No hat, no play in the summertime. And well, thanks for Thessia and everyone who voted for it. All incredible people with great character made my night morning. Cheers, Mr. Skinny. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for the kind words. You enjoy the rest of your evening, buddy. Just fill that in there. Let's bring in our angled car park in here. I actually don't know. Is there a time and a place where angled parking is preferred over none? I actually don't know what the different reasons are for them. We do have some parking places in, we might be able to find out. Let's embed some play parks into the campus as well, I think. Do a couple of pictures. Park area required for tennis court. Okay. Don't remember getting that warning. Does that normally happen? I feel like I've placed courts on top of pedestrian roads before. Have you here? Set this up to the front. I've never tried a bit of a... Let me get a slightly more intrusive fusing here together to give us a bit of a different looking building. I'm trying to avoid the double community sign school, or double community sign, really. African school might work as part of it. Yeah, that's a good shout, MB. When street width is limited, angled parking uses less of it. That's a question for City Planner. Angled parking is useful when the lane between parking roads is narrower. It's easier to park at an angle, as it takes less room than a 90-degree angled parking space. There you go. Now we know. Yeah, the Africa High School is a good shout for this complex, I think. As would maybe the little miniature community school as well. Maybe we can tether this on the back of here, can we? We're going to need a service point if we're having other buildings around here. Let me bring these over. You can have your connection around there. Move these tennis courts a bit as well. A service point will probably sit quite nicely here next to the post office, I think. So we'll go ahead and grab that. We'll have a small pedestrian area point. Just bring this over for those buildings that need it. Oh, come on, you can blend together. There's enough room for you both to exist there. You really that finicky? Right, screw it. We'll just do it like that. And then a little bit more concrete texture through here. And we'll grab that same fencing too. If you are also a VOD watcher, made it 2 hours and 20 minutes into a stream VOD. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. And then we'll bring in that concrete around here again and just tidy up all this broken surface. Some like nice planters will go nice as well here for breaking this up. There's no back entrances onto these schools, which I'm happy about. I would like kind of a continual path to come down though. Something like that. Probably around the back here as well, where we have all these bits of detail to get involved with here. We'll make all this walkable as well. Having regular concrete paths just flowing through the middle. And do the same at this side as well. Just where you'd expect people to move about a campus area like this. I am back where we are now. We can't really totally replicate that school we see in Edmonton. No miss, because it's quite prison blocky. Not really got the assets to create it, so we're just fusing together official schools in various combinations here. Got a European high school, Africa, and 2 Green Cities ones. Detail out some concrete space here. Where you can imagine students emerging after a long day. Maybe some ice cream trucks in here as well. Some of the food stands from Park Life would be welcome, I think. There's props and trees here. Guys, just let me know as well, with more consistent streaming, would you like me to add background music, just like backing music, or do you prefer silence? Because I know I'm one of the few creators that rarely uses background music, even in the videos, unless it's time-lapsed in. But would you like a chill track playing in the live streams? So let me know. I also want a low hedge network here. That's too low. And there's that. That is thick. Oh, screw it. We'll use the tall one. Use this as a boundary for the campus. The Africa one is really good. It's a great asset, isn't it? It's a real mixed bag, the Africa pack. Like, a lot of the unique buildings are really strange looking. I guess just because they're not, like, Western-based structures like the rest of the assets are. So they do stand out quite a lot, but the service buildings, especially the library, is really nice as well. Do a really good job, yeah. Kind of a random pack, the Africa one, wasn't it? And again, I suppose we had quite a few Japanese themed packs as well for CS1, didn't we? There's 2. Modern Japan. And then railroads. Although some of the other packs had Japanese inspired buildings as well. Hills of the East as an example. But I think they blend a little more easily than the Africa ones do. some trees in here as well. Some shade. So the next generation doesn't perish in the UV light. Get some out front. I think we can definitely afford some of those little tables around the back as well, which I'll search for. Pretty sure they're tables, aren't they? Yeah, those ones. There we go. Shopship Shibuya, yeah, Shopship Shibuya. It did get quite a lot of Japan, didn't it? Compared to, I guess, the rest of the planet. The CS1. Modern Japan is a really good DLC, no miss, yeah, it is. Just got a touch more concrete work to do here where that hedge sits now. You alright, mate? Where are you going? A nature tourist, Oliver Price, is visiting the community baseball field. Wonder how he's doing that. Hey Flopsky, welcome to stream, mate. You prefer silence? Happy with that, to be honest. Silence. Okay. Yeah, I think I know most of you guys do prefer no backing music. I've tried it before and a lot of the audience didn't respond to it. So I'll keep it off. Sometimes wary of you guys getting bored with silence when I'm lost in the detailing zone. Unable to hold basic conversational skills. Because I'm focusing on placing trees in specific instances. Which I think backing music might help fill a little bit of a void with. I think around the back of this school, up into all this area, and then around and down here, we'll fill on another stream, and with all of this windy road suburban infrastructure, which is pretty simple really. Just got kind of back-to-back 4x4 houses here. It's nothing overly elaborate. Some light cul-de-sacking roads. I imagine all this is like single-story stuff as well, is it? Yeah, so these are pretty much the houses we have in CS, aren't they? So that'll be fairly simple to build a little suburb like that, I think. But at 2.5 hours, I think we're at a good point to leave it there. Coco is becoming increasingly impatient. We'll finish off actually just by placing in these parking spaces here. I haven't done these. We'll do... Yeah, that's fine. Have them tucked into each corner. And then we can finish off with single spaces here. Yeah, so next Tuesday we'll stream the modded Margrid build. So it's been a while since I've been in that city. And that'll be next Tuesday at 6 PM UK. We're going to do a slightly later one. See how much, because this hasn't been the busiest stream ever. I think we peaked at, what is it today? Um, 137, which is pretty quiet for a stream, but Thessia isn't just, you know, it's not a super popular build anymore, is it? So it's kind of expected. But yeah, when we come back to Thessia for another live stream, we'll finish this town with residential. I want to start streaming some other games as well. Maybe we'll do that next Thursday. Maybe a Zomboid stream or something. Or some Sims, or Town to City. Or Manor Lords or something. Try bringing some variety with the streams at least, so we're not constantly city building. Because I will burn out at some point. From constant design. But it's the risk of the job, I think, isn't it? Perfect. Okay, but a really interesting start to a town there. Definitely one of the weirdest starts we've done so far, I think. Kind of commercial, leading into residential through here. I really love the hospital we've done today. This is probably my favourite bit of the build. Great little thing to find. Wasn't it just like the helipad next to a medical unit like that? Great city building inspiration. Oh, what's happening Tuesday? The Margrid City, mate. Yeah, we'll do the Margrid City Tuesday. We streamed it a few months ago, but obviously haven't streamed it since. So yeah, it's on Map Pack 4. It's basically like modded Ilium, like Ilium's mod set, but playing in Margrid formation. So we will hang out on that next Tuesday, I think, which will be a little later in the day. But again, join the Discord if you're not already. For pings on streams and videos and our competition as well. There's a monthly build-off in the Discord if you want to come join us for that. That's a lot of fun, spice of the month. Thank you for hanging out today, guys. I appreciate it so much. It always humbles me so much when we have 3 figures worth of people actually hanging out here and watching us fuck about in CS for a little while. Leave me a comment and a like on the VOD later on in the afternoon once it's processed if you can. It does help the VODs to do a little bit better when they get watched after the fact. They make great background watching or inspiration while you're playing as well, I find. That's how I tend to consume my live stream VODs. Always helps. Brassac, Minor, Mags, thank you for modding today, boys. I think most of you have been in and out, haven't you? Cat Lady Jude, TC, Nomis, Flopsky, Ian B, Tommy, Javier, Lincoln, Drizza, Shannon, so many of you. Thank you for all hanging out and being cool. I'll see you Tuesday. As always, enjoy the rest of your day.